is nostalgia.
Results. You got a timeline for how long this takes. I got a different one. Mine didn't ask for the review, didn't post the application, didn't send the work in for your approval before I started. You watched me struggle, caught it failing, I caught it figuring it out, which is a different thing, and I was right about which one it was. Every room you told me I wasn't ready for, I walked into anyway, came out with something you didn't expect, which is my favorite thing to bring back from a room. Someone told me I wasn't ready for my call. Specific about what doing well actually looks like. From where I'm standing, it doesn't look like what you expected, which is the first sign I'm doing it right. Expected is someone else's vision applied to my life, which was never gonna fit because it was never designed for me. I'm not behind on your schedule, I'm exactly on time on mine, which I made based on what I know about what I'm building, which is more than you know about what I'm building, which is everything. The guitar is down tuned because the thing I'm carrying is heavy and I'm carrying it without putting it down, which is the definition of doing well by the only definition that matters. My call, not yours. My call, I know where I'm going. My call, the scoreboard I keep is the only one that counts. My call. You never had a vote. This was never a democracy. This is my life, my work, my call, and I've already made it. Conclusion, I'm not asking you to believe I'm doing well. I'm telling you as a fact that I've assessed the situation using all available information, which includes everything I know about what I set out to do and everything I know about where I currently am in relation to that. And the assessment is doing well, making progress on schedule. My schedule, the one that matters. You can run your own numbers, come to your own conclusions, file them wherever you file conclusions about things that aren't yours to conclude. Mine are filed under doing well, under my call, under none of your business. My call, not yours. My call, I know where I'm going. My call, the scoreboard I keep is the only one that counts. My call, always my call. Always my call. Always my call. Don't go, don't go. You've been narrating a A life you don't live, filling in details you weren't there for, with conclusions you didn't earn. I watched you build a version of me out of the 3 things you actually knew, and the 40 things you assumed and presented like you had the whole picture. You didn't have the whole picture. You had a corner of it and you framed the corner like it was the wall and showed everyone and called it accurate. Not your story, never was. Not your chapter, not your page, not even your genre. Not your story. Put the pen down. Not your story. You were never the author. Not your story. Walk away from the narrative you built without me. Here's what you missed because you stopped looking after you decided you already knew. I kept going after the part you told everyone was the ending. I built something in the silence after your last loud opinion about what I was capable of. The silence was productive, which you would know if you've been paying attention. Instead of narrating, you wrote the ending before the middle, which is the whole problem with people who mistake their assumptions for observations. I'm still in the middle, which means your ending was wrong, which means your whole story was wrong, which means it was never your story. Not your story. Put the pen down. Not your story. You were never the author. Not your story. Walk away from the narrative you built without me. You don't get to write the part where I give up because I didn't. You don't get to write the ending because it isn't over. You never had the pen. I just let you think you did. Last verse, taking the pen back. The story I'm living doesn't need your narration, doesn't need your chapter headings, doesn't need your summary at the end of something you observe from the outside. I'm the only one with full access to what's happening, which makes me the only one qualified to write it. And what I'm writing doesn't match what you told everyone. Which one of us do you think is more accurate? The one living it or the one watching it from a distance and filling in the gaps with whatever make the most sense to you? Not your story, mine always was, always will be. Not your story. Put the pen down. Not your story. You were never the author. Not your story. Walk away from the narrative you built without me. Not your story. Never was. Prove them wrong. Go, 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 go. Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Yeah, you said I wouldn't make it. I wrote it down, not to remind myself to prove you wrong, but to remember exactly what was said and by who and when, because details matter when the proof arrives, and the proof always arrives. I've been collecting your doubts like receipts. Every time you said not good enough, not ready, not the right person for this. File them, every single one, and I've been spending them one by one. Every time I do the thing you said I couldn't. Prove them wrong. That's the whole plan. Prove them wrong. Not for them. Prove them wrong. For every version of me that almost believed them. Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Yeah, 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 yeah. over them, saying I told you so. That's not the point. The point was never them. The point was the thing I was building while they were doubting the work I was doing, while they were talking the progress I was making, while they were certain I wasn't making any. Proving them wrong is a side effect of proving myself right, which is the only proof that ever mattered. They just happen to be wrong in the process, which is fine, which is actually deeply satisfying. But it was never the main event. The main event was always the work, the showing up, the not stopping when the voices got loud enough to sound like facts. Prove them wrong. That's the whole plan. Prove them wrong. Not for them. Prove them wrong. For every version of me that almost believed them. Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. So loud about it, so willing to tell everyone what I wasn't capable of. And I was quiet, what you read is agreement. It wasn't agreement, it was focus, it was me. Not wasting energy on a conversation that was already over. Arrival, I'm not done proving, because there's always another doubt to answer, another certainty to outlast, another loud opinion about what I can't do that I haven't done yet. But here's what I know about all of them: they have expiration dates. Every single doubt expires the moment you do the thing they said you couldn't, and I've been expiring them one by one, systematically, without announcing it, without ceremony, just doing the thing. Watching the doubt expire, moving to the next one. That's the whole system. That's prove them wrong. As a practice, not a moment, as a way of moving through the world that doesn't stop when the doubters don't. Prove them wrong. That's the whole plan. Prove them wrong. Not for them. Prove them wrong. For every version of me that almost believed them. Prove them wrong. Always prove them wrong. I figured that out early. Took longer to stop trying to fit. They handed me the mold before I could talk, told me what shape I was supposed to be, what fit, what didn't, what was acceptable, what was too much. Spent years trying to pour myself into something designed for someone else, wondering why it kept spilling over on the sides. Turns out spilling over wasn't the problem, the mold was the problem. The assumption that one shape was supposed to fit everything I was and everything I was going to be. Break the mold. It was never yours anyway. Break the mold. They built it without asking you. Break the mold. The spilling over was just you being too much for something too small. Same old, different angle. The people who built it weren't malicious. Mostly they just had a shape that worked for them and assumed it would work for everyone, which is the most common and most damaging kind of wrong. The kind that comes from not imagining that someone else's experience might be fundamentally different from yours. I stopped being angry about the mold a while ago. Anger at the mold is still energy spent on the mold, and the mold doesn't deserve that much of my attention. What it deserves is to be left behind, which I did. Which is the whole move, not destroying it, not fighting it, just walking away from the shape that was never mine. Break the mold. It was never yours anyway. Break the mold. breaking the mold sounds violent, it isn't, it's just recognition. The shape isn't mine, the standard isn't mine, this definition of what I should be isn't mine. And once you recognize that you don't break anything, you just stop pretending to fit, which is its own kind of breaking, the quieter kind that nobody announces, but everybody feels. The mold is still there, I just don't live in it, which is the most complete version of breaking it, not destroying it, just making it irrelevant, which I did, which is done, which is where I am now. Outside the mold, building something that fits what I actually am, not what anyone assumed I should be. Break the mold, it was never yours anyway. Break the mold, they built it without asking you. Break the mold, the spilling over was just you being too much for something too small. Break the mold, always was too small. Yeah, then everything at once. Full band, maximum volume. No build, no warning. The loudest entry of the album. Powder doesn't ease you in. It just arrives. Live. They told me keep it down, tone it down, dial it back. Too much, too loud, too intense, to everything. I turn it up, not out of spite, out of accuracy. This is the volume, this thing actually isn't turning it down to make you comfortable. Was always a lie about its size. I've been loud my whole life, it's been half of it. Apologizing for the volume before I realized the volume was the point. The people who needed me quiet because that was inconvenient for what they were trying to do, which was contain something that wasn't theirs to contain. Louder, turn it up, louder, louder. This is the actual volume. Louder, I've been quiet long enough. Louder, second verse, same loud, different frequency. Because loud isn't just volume, loud is presence, loud is taking up the space you actually occupy instead of the smaller space someone assigned you. I've been assigned smaller spaces my whole life, and I've been slowly expanding into the actual space. I take it which is larger than anyone was comfortable with, which is fine, which is their comfort to manage, not mine. My job was never to be the size that fit in the room they put me in. My job was to be the size I actually am, and let the room figure out what to do with that, which some rooms did and some didn't, and the ones that did it with the right rooms, which the volume always revealed immediately. Louder, turn it up, louder, louder. This is the actual volume. Louder, I've been quiet long enough. Louder, louder, louder. I was never too loud. You were just not ready for the volume of what this actually is. And I'm done shutting it down for rooms that weren't built for what I bring. Loud as a rival. I'm not asking permission for the volume anymore. I'm not pre-apologizing for how much space this takes up. I'm not scanning the room before I speak to calibrate how much of this they can handle. The calibration was always in the wrong direction. I was calibrating down to fit their capacity instead of up to max what this actually is. New calibration, this is the volume, this is the size, this is what fully expressed actually sounds like. And if the room can't handle it, the room needs bigger walls. this part, the part that happens after the performance, when the room empties and it's just what's actually going on. I've been carrying things that don't show on the outside, which is the skill and the problem at the same time. You get good at not showing it, and then you forget that not showing it doesn't mean it isn't there. It's there, all of it. The doubt that lives underneath the cover is the fear that sits right behind every decision I make without flinching. I make it without flinching because flinching doesn't help, not because there's nothing to flinch at. Inside out, this is what it looks like from the inside. Inside out, not the version anyone else sees. Inside out, everything I carry that doesn't show. Inside out. Same inside, different weight. The weight isn't weakness, I figured that out later than I should have spent too long thinking that carrying things was the same as being crushed by them. It isn't. Carrying is what you do when you're strong enough to keep moving with the weight instead of putting it down and stopping, but carrying without ever setting it down has its own cost, and the cost shows up in the inside long before it shows up on the outside. I've been paying that cost in the quiet parts, the 3 a.m. parts, the parts where the outside version of this takes a break and the inside version has to deal with everything the outside version handled without dealing with. Inside out, this is what it looks like from the inside. Inside out, not the version anyone else sees. Inside out, everything I carry that doesn't show. Inside out. This is the part I don't show anyone, not because I'm ashamed, because there's no language for it. That doesn't sound like complaining. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying it's there. It's always there, and I carry it every single day without putting it down. Inside out is acceptance. I'm not trying to fix the inside, I'm not trying to make it match the outside. I'm not trying to resolve the gap between what I show and what I carry. I'm trying to be honest that the gap exists, which is the first thing and maybe the only thing that actually helps. The inside is complicated, the outside is functional. Both are true at the same time, which is the most human thing I know how to say about what this is, and I'm saying it here in the loudest genre. I know it might seem wrong, but feels exactly right because it's needed to be said at volume, not whispered. Said at the volume it actually exists at, which is loud, even when it's quiet on the outside. Inside out, this is what it looks like from the inside. Inside out, not the version anyone else sees. Inside out, everything I carry that doesn't show. Inside always inside out. Inside out. Inside out. This is what still standing. This is what still standing. I've been knocked down by things that were designed to keep me down, not maliciously, just the weight of them was enough to floor most people. And I'm not most people, but I'm also not immune to it. I went down, I wanna be clear about that. I'm not pretending the hits didn't land, they landed some different ground, because the ground is different now than it was before the hits. I'm standing in on a different surface, one that I know the texture of, because I've been face down on it close enough to know every detail. Which means I'm standing on something real, not something assumed, not something inherited, not something someone else said was solid. Something I tested with my full weight from the worst angle and found out holds. That's the standing now. Not standing because nothing pushed me over, standing because I got back up from the pushing over, which is a completely different kind of standing. Still standing after everything that tried. Still standing, not untouched, not unchanged. Still standing, and that's the whole thing. Still standing. It's just a current status, and I'm keeping it one day at a time, one decision at a time, one get back up at a time. Identity, I don't celebrate, still stand in the way people expect, because still standing isn't the destination, it's just the current location. The destination keeps moving forward, which means I keep moving forward, which means still standing. It's just a starting point for the next thing, but I wanna say it clearly before moving on. I felt things tried to keep me there, they didn't succeed. I'm standing and I'll be standing tomorrow and the day after, and every day something tries again. Not because nothing gets to me, because getting back up has become the only response I know how to give to being knocked down, which makes it not resilience anymore, just reflex. Still standing after everything that tried. Still standing, not untouched, not unchanged. Still standing, and that's the whole thing. Still standing, always standing, always standing. On my terms. On my terms. I've done it your way long enough to know your way doesn't fit what I'm actually doing. Not a criticism, just an observation. Your framework was built for a different goal than mine, and applying it to what I'm building produces results that look wrong because they are wrong for this, even when they're right for what you were measuring. So I stopped letting your metrics tell me how I'm doing and started using mine, which are calibrated for what I'm actually trying to build, which you don't have full visibility into, which makes your metrics the wrong tool for this job. On my terms, not yours. On my terms, the conditions I set. On my terms, the definition I built. On my terms. On my terms. Same terms, different detail. The terms aren't arbitrary, I didn't make them up to be difficult. I made them up because the existing ones didn't account for what this is. Which is the thing about terms, they're always built by someone for something, and when what you're doing doesn't match what the terms were built for, the terms need updating, not the word. the conditions. I'm not submitting the framework for your approval. These are my terms, built for this work by the person doing this work, and they're not up for revision by anyone who isn't doing this work. The terms I operate are non-permanent. I revise them when the work requires revision, but the revision comes from me, from what I learned, from what I built, from what the work itself teaches. Not from outside pressure, not from someone else's discomfort with how I'm doing this, not from the gap between my terms and theirs. My terms evolve on my schedule in response to what I'm learning, which is the most rigorous way to run them. Not rigid, not unchanging, just mine. Accountable to the work, accountable to what I'm actually trying to build, accountable to myself. That's the terms, that's always been the terms on my terms. Always on my terms, not yours. On my terms, the conditions I set on my terms, the definition I built on my terms. On my terms. On my terms. Always on my terms. I've been watching people wait for me to say I'm sorry for decisions I made with the information I had at the time I had it, which is how every decision gets made by everyone, including the ones who were waiting for my apology. I thought about it, I gave it real consideration, looked at what happened, looked at what I knew, looked at what I chose, and came to the conclusion that an apology would be dishonest, because I do it again with the same information, which means I'm not sorry, which means saying sorry would be a performance for your comfort, not an expression of what I actually feel. No apology, not because I don't feel. No apology, because sorry is inaccurate. No apology, I make the same call. No apology, no apology. Yeah, let me be clear about what I'm not saying. I'm not saying I was right about everything. I'm not saying nothing could have gone better. I'm not saying your experience of it wasn't real or valid. I'm saying apology implies regret, and regret implies I would have done differently, and I wouldn't have with what I knew when I knew it. Which is the honest answer, and the honest answer is the only one I know how to give with any integrity. The version of sorry you're looking for requires me to pretend I had information I didn't have, and make choices I didn't make, and that pretending would be the actual wrong thing in this situation. No apology, not because I don't feel. No apology, because sorry is inaccurate. No apology, I make the same call. No apology, no apology. You want the admission, you want the lowering, you want me to say I was wrong, so you can feel right. But I wasn't wrong with what I had, and I'm not gonna say I was to give you something that cost me my honesty, which is the one thing I won't try. apology has completion. This isn't stubbornness, this isn't ego, this isn't me refusing to be accountable. This is me being accountable to what actually happened instead of accountable to the story you needed it to be. Accountability without honesty is just performance, and I'm done performing in that particular show. If I'm wrong, I'll say so, specifically about the specific thing I got wrong, with evidence and genuine revision. But blanket apology for existing the way I existed and deciding the way I decided with what I had. No, not now, not ever, no apology. That's the most honest thing I have to offer in honesty. It's the only apology worth giving. No apology, not because I don't feel. No apology, because sorry isn't accurate. No apology, I make the same call. No apology, no apology, never. Different weight. Same tracks later, same person, different ground. Every room I walked into after someone said I wasn't ready, I walked at it with something they didn't expect. Every doubt I collected, I spent one by one on the thing I was building while they were doubting. I didn't change the plan, I didn't ask for permission, I didn't adjust the vision to fit what was comfortable for people who weren't building it. And here's what I learned from all of it: the philosophy I run on isn't complicated. It doesn't require explanation, it doesn't need your agreement to function. It just needs me to keep running it, which I have, which I will, which is the whole thing. My life, my philosophy, my way of moving through every room. I was told I didn't belong in. My call, always my call. Look at me, just look, no judgment. Just look. I have a philosophy, it isn't written down, it isn't borrowed from anyone's framework or anyone's definition of how this should go. It's built from every decision I made with what I had, every room I entered without permission, every doubt I outlasted without announcing it. The philosophy is simple, I know what I'm doing, I know why I'm doing it, I know where it's going, and that knowing is mine. Not shared, not submitted for review, not available for outside input. You can watch, that's fine, watching is welcome, but watching isn't voting. And this was never a democracy. My life, my turns, my pace, my direction, my philosophy, running exactly as designed by the only person qualified to design it. My life, my philosophy, my way of moving through every room. I was told I didn't belong in. My call, always my call. Look at me, just look, no judgment. Just look. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me how to live this. Don't offer the correction. Don't hand me the version you would have chosen. I have a philosophy, it works, it's mine, and the only thing I need from you is to stop trying to edit something you didn't write. Just look, just watch, just let this be what it actually is, not what you needed it to be. Last rap of the album, so let me say what all 10 tracks were actually about. Not about proving anything to anyone watching, not about the rooms that said no, not about the doubts I had to outlast. About the philosophy I built from all of it, that I know how to live this, that I know what this is, that the judgment I trust is mine and mine alone. And what I want from everyone else is simple: don't fix it, don't redirect it, don't hand me a better version of my own life. Just look, this is what my call looks like in full, no explanation, no apology, no permission. Just this, just me, just a philosophy, running exactly as designed. Mike!